Travis, Cody, before we actually introduce the episode, I propose this. Can we start calling this the Roast Mortem Variety Hour?
Why? Why do you want to do that to us?
I don't know. I don't like podcasts. The word phonetically is gross.
I understand that. That's why we're Roast Mortem Cast. I'm okay with that.
Yeah, but that's too close.
I want to be... I don't want to be a peanut gallery. I want to be an almond gallery. Just to piss you off, Tom.
You're a fucking piece of shit. You're a monstrous, awful, awful piece of shit. You don't care about you don't even care about the environment.
The Roast Mortem Cast, Almond Gallery.
Yeah, the Almond Gallery. Hello, welcome to the Almond Gallery. My name is Tom.
I'm Travis.
I'm your Cody for the evening.
Guess who's at a girlfriend's birthday dinner?
It's not me.
Yeah, young Mike.
God damn it.
He better come back with cornrow butt hairs.
Yeah, frosted cornrows.
Yeah, right.
Going down. Did they holiday down in Jamaica for her birthday and then get those like cornrows on their butt hairs?
I don't know if that's racist. I can't tell right now.
I was doing the same thing in my head, Cody. I don't think that is racist because I think white people do go to Jamaica and then they braid their hair.
They do. It's terrible looking.
Yeah, it's a bad look. And who's really appropriating who? Okay.
Yeah, I mean, I remember when I was growing up, you see those rich kids, like these girls come back with cornrows like that, just like went to like a country in the island where like the people are dirt poor and they're like, I have my 7th yacht, give me cornrows, please.
We have a lot of those.
Yeah.
All right, so what do we do now? Mike's not here, so that's how the week's going so far.
Yeah, I miss the boy.
I don't.
Travis, how was your week?
My week was okay. Let me see what I do this week. I didn't even think about what I did.
Cody,
I rolled around on the couch.
Cody, when Travis is talking about this, I'm going to see if I could speed it up in the podcast.
That's a good. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, I rolled around on the couch for a while. I was shucking and jiving. I was like, networking, touching legs that were mine.
Oh, good save.
Yeah, fuzzing. Yeah, is that a great week?
I know.
I
so
love
interesting.
I mean, my week was similar. Just doing nothing, farting around.
I did the research, so that was a good chunk of my week. And last night I had pork salsa verde tacos, so I got that going for me.
Oh, wait, I went to a creamery this week. Forgot about that.
How could you forget that?
Dude, I had so many curds.
Wait, you went to a creamery?
Yeah.
You know what I did? I actually was a creamery this week. Let me explain.
Oh, no.
So my buddy Steve just moved to Vermont. You guys know Steve?
Wait, he actually did move to Vermont? I thought that was a joke tweet.
No, he moved there. He's gone.
Yeah.
And something we've been talking about for a while was doing a car bomb bar crawl, which is going to every bar in Huntington and getting a car bomb there.
Oh, gross.
Yeah, so we did a lot of it. I think I did about 12 car bombs. So that's a lot of cream.
Wow. Yeah.
That's a lot of cream.
So I was the cream man. I had a cream coma the next day.
You are what you eat.
Mm-hmm. Did you happen to throw up along your journeys or no?
No throwing up at all. None.
Wow.
I was going to say, because that would be such a frothy throw up. You know what I mean? It's like the head of like a Frappuccino or some shit. It's
you throw up cheese. You throw up processed cheese.
We walked in there and we just told them. We didn't even let the bartenders get to like, hey, how's your day going? What can I get for you? It was 2 car bombs right now. What do I owe you?
Cream me.
And then we left. 4 of the bars we did under a minute in.
Oh, wow. See, I usually go to like a mall or something. I just walk up to random people I don't know and say, cream me. And I just see what happens. Okay. I just see what happens.
Travis, before you left, did Tom do a car bomb crawl with you?
No.
No, me neither. What's going on? We see favorites here.
Oh, sorry, guys. Well, me and Steve had come up with that idea a long time ago, and, whatever. Who cares?
You guys are both creamy boys. I get it. I mean, if it was up to me, Tommy could have been a little bit nicer, maybe rub some oil on one of my legs.
I did something for you guys.
And we could have fallen down hills together with oiled legs.
Your legs are always wet.
And oily.
Yeah. All right. Well, sorry I didn't do the better things for you guys. I'm not a great friend, but I do pride myself on that because I have a lot of free time.
And you have a podcast with us.
Yeah, exactly.
See you all the time.
So I guess this podcast that we've been doing, or excuse me, the Almond Variety Hour,
Yes.
So who is on the almond chop today?
Oh, let me get my tablet. On the almond cutting board this evening, we have a con man that goes by the name of Gaston Means.
Be our guest, be our guest. See the Gaston in my chest.
That's the song you think of when you think of Gaston?
Yeah,
Well,
there's a
isn't that
song called Gaston.
Yeah, Travis.
Really? I thought
Yeah.
that was the guy I thought he was a candlestick and it went up into the bear's anus.
That was
No,
Lumiere.
He's the guy with the chin. He's like he's the guy who fucks up that beast. He's the guy who hates interracial marriage.
Oh, yeah.
Interspecial marriage.
Yeah, so he's like, scale, and everyone's like, no one chills like Gaston, no one does like Gaston, no one even lifts things over heads like Gaston.
I'm
I know that
especially
song.
good at expectorating. My, what a guy.
Yeah,
Dude, you guys are so good at
Gaston.
Disney's.
Oh, it was a great one, dude. Beauty and the Beast. It wasn't my first.
All right, so
I don't like
why
it.
is
I don't like it because I don't like lead female antagonists. I'm protagonist.
So no Mulan for you?
No, I didn't like it.
I like Mulan too.
My
good
favorite
songs.
Disney movie, RoboCop.
Robert Kopp's good.
Yeah.
No, my favorite is Mulan in China where Jackie Chan sings.
Yeah, dude. Jackie Chan's an opera singer.
All right, so wait, Cody, tell me. Yeah, tell me why this guy is French and why he's mean.
He's not French. He's an American con man. A good old American con man that betrays his country a few times. You know, good stuff. Real good stuff.
Cool.
His full name is Gaston Bullock Means, and he's a shit-heel gumshoe that loved to pull your leg.
Wait, his middle name is Bullock? Like balls?
Bullock. Not bollocks, Bullock.
Oh, okay.
But during my research, I did tickle myself pink discovering his middle name was Bullock because he's Gaston B. Means, and he is, in fact, an asshole.
That would work with IR Baboon and I am Weasel.
I am Weasel. Did you know that was fucking Worf from Star Trek? Weasel.
Oh my God, that makes so much sense.
Yeah,
Michael
what's his
Dorner.
name? No, Michael Dorn. That's
Michael
right.
Dorn.
Yeah. So
Hey, did you know that Jabba the Hutt was in Star Wars, guys?
great.
Shut up.
Hey, guys, did you know that I watched cartoons once?
Are you still speeding up his track and all this, Tom, or is he at regular speed right now?
I'll be experimenting throughout the
Okay,
post-production
we'll see.
phase. Yeah.
Okay.
God damn it.
Okay, so I did all the research. Just want to let you know the research is a wee bit iffy because Gaston was a habitual liar that also lied to his biographers. And he also has a living relative that is a biographer of him, and she fucking sides with him on all of this and, you know, downplays his dirtbaggery. So here and there, some of the details, some of the figures actually I noticed, like jail time and suing amounts varied, but we'll take it as we go. And on top of the squidgy discrepancies, I also want you to know his schemes are convoluted. They're the complicated Ponzi schemes. Go watch our Ponzi, or go listen to our Ponzi episode. But, like, it's all fucking... imagine that It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia screenshot of, like, Charlie behind, like, the murder board, and there's, like, red strings everywhere, the Pepe Sylvia meme.
Oh, yeah, Pepe Sylvia.
Yeah, so just imagine that. It's so complicated. We'll find out later that private citizen Gaston goes on to testify against government official Gaston to get immunity for an entirely different legal battle.
Wait, was the private citizen one like a sock puppet? And like,
You-
oh,
yeah,
yeah,
you can
yeah,
ima-
blah,
yeah.
blah, blah.
He would be talking through his own voice, ratting out a sock puppet that was on his right hand. He's like,
Oh
you
my
did
God.
all these bad things. Can I get immunity now? And it's just like, it's that type of fuckery afoot tonight.
This guy must have been really funny, though.
Funny for us and the audience right now. He was
like the
he was
kind
a
of guy
bully.
you want to hang out with and drink beers with.
Yeah, but you laugh at him when he's taking a piss in the bathroom when he leaves, though.
All right, paint a picture. What's going on here? And then
Yeah.
we'll decide more of that later.
Yes. Our boy, Gaston B. Means, was born July 11th, 1879 in Concord, North Carolina. Eldest of 7.
Cool.
Eldest of 7. Wow, that's a lot of children's.
Southern, back in the day. It's about par for the course for a Southern family.
Wait, I'm already too drunk. What state is he from?
North Carolina. North Carolina's in the South. Don't get confused.
Yeah.
He was nicknamed Bud.
Classic.
Wait, his name is
Hometown
Gaston, but he goes by Bud?
Yeah, he goes by Bud.
That's stupid. So what are you, dumb?
Is he dumb? He's very dumb and very greedy. For good reason, or for adequate reason. His grandpappy was nicknamed the General and served as the local mayor on 2 occasions. His father was nicknamed the Colonel and was a well-respected lawyer of the town. Though they have nicknames after military ranks, neither of them served. It's not necessarily a case of stolen valor, but it sets up Gaston to exalt the authority service lifestyle. Not necessarily with the military, but he just wants to be, I'll spoil it now, he wants to be a detective. He wants to be a gumshoe, a PI, a dick, if you will.
Right, and it's also, this is a good one to know. Guys, if you're out there, girls, if you're out there, call your significant other captain when you want to manipulate them.
Work it into the rotation with daddy.
Exactly. Cody, captain has, that's a stand up straight and do the right thing. You tell someone that they're captain, you can get away with whatever you want.
Well, also, fellas that live in the South, just because you fry things does not make you a general or a colonel. Excuse me.
Thank you.
Either one.
There's only 2 of them.
If you fry those catfish that you've dug out of the dirt with your thumb, does not make you a general or colonel. You're not in the army. You're just a guy in the woods cooking fish and frying it in grease.
With muddy hands.
Can you reiterate that, Travis?
No, don't.
I don't want to get into it, man. I don't get into it. Seen too many generals, too many colonels down there, man.
All
in
right,
the
Gaston,
woods, deep in the woods, frying butter.
Knock it the fuck off. We got a long shit. So Gaston, spoiled family, powerful family, and it's just how he goes throughout his childhood. As a teenager, Gaston was a 6 foot, 200-pound fucking bully. He was a Neanderthal-looking fuck with big ears and a forehead large enough to land a fucking plane on. He would steal money from his mother's purse, and then he would accuse family help, namely the maid, to avoid blame. He relished when she was fired. Gaston claimed the stolen coins made sweet music in his pocket as he walked down the street. And it also kind of sets up, like, Gaston just likes the spectacle of the shit show. He was, you know what I mean? It was his fault that this nice maid was getting fired, and he's just there, like, loving it. Like, look at all the emotions I evoked, even though they're not good ones. During his high school years, he got a huge boner for the private eye lifestyle, thinking detectives are awesome, this and that. We're a little bit too early for Dick Tracy to be out, but he's riding that vibe. He's future. He's ahead of his time. He's like, yeah, be a detective.
They have publications like in the back of magazines and stuff, or newspapers and stuff that were a lot of those tall. I can't think of any at the top of my head, but I know back then it was like every newspaper had their own franchise of a detective or a cowboy,
secret agent.
Yeah, something like that.
That was the same. That was like that whole pulp thing that was going on. Like, Like Lovecraft, H.P. Lovecraft, who was also an idiot. Like his stories were published as like short novellas in these like little magazines, and I'm sure, why are they called dicks? By the way, do you know? Does anyone know?
Private Dick. Huh. Let me look it up. Should we do an official roast? Almond roast Google.
Yeah, sure.
I want to know why they're called dicks.
They trace the noun dick in the detective sense to the 19th century, around 1864. That's about the time we're dealing with right now.
Yeah, a little later.
The criminal underworld slang verb to dick, meaning to watch. So dicking around just means looking around, I guess.
Oh, my.
This dick came in turn from the Romany language of the Gypsies word dick, meaning to look or to see.
Well, you're just using that one eye to look, right? You just unzip the fly. You just stand around the corner. You're looking.
Yeah, that one private eye. The private eye. You see what he did there?
Yeah, this guy Gaston Means is airing his balls out all over the place.
Yes, he's dicking around, as Thomas said. He's a teenager. He's dicking around. He does this thing where he just frequents bars and restaurants, and while he's there, he's attempting to eavesdrop on his lawyer dad's legal rivals. You know what I mean? He's
smart,
like,
yeah.
Let me be a detective and just like eavesdrop and record what these big wigs are saying. And also because he's 6 foot, 200 pound, he goes around town intimidating local jurors to help his dad out.
Okay, like, I get the second part of what you said, but the first part of him trying to be all like, I'm sneaky, covert, spec ops, dick boy.
6 foot, 200 pounds.
Yeah, he's like a fucking mongoloid in the corner.
Yes,
Like,
yes, he is. Thank you for that. And he actually writes, like, who would suspect me being a spy, like, in his memoirs. It's just like, I don't know, everyone?
Yeah, spyship 101. Don't be overtly different.
No.
Yeah.
And if you're 14 and 210 pounds, 230 pounds,
Something in that neighborhood.
and 6'2",
He was 6.
you're a fucking freak.
Yeah, just don't. And he's got the big ears and the big forehead, too.
yeah.
So, like, you could finger him in a lineup.
Now you can finger him anywhere he wants.
You could, yeah, anywhere.
So he's pretending to be like this private eye, but I want you to know he would never be punished for intimidating jurors because he's got daddy lawyer to bail him out of anything he needs. But this reinforces his private eye boner well into his adulthood. During his teenage years, he was enrolled in the University of North Carolina to study law, perhaps to follow daddy in his shoes. He was that type of spoiled brat. He was probably bankrolled, and strings were probably pulled to get him in there. But in college, he was a very popular guy. He belonged to the Zeta Psi frat house. So
Six,
bro! Zeta Phi, Zeta Phi.
Zeta Psi for the boys, for the boys.
Dude, paddle me, bro. Let me do that syrup out of that Kool-Aid machine. Ooh, baby. I'm gonna go down in the basement and touch my no-no zone. Ooh, yeah, frat life.
I actually went to a frat house once. I don't want to throw anyone under the bus, but it was hilarious.
I think I was at the same party.
No, I went to one with Mikey C.
Oh.
And they let us see what they were doing to the pledges, and I was like, that's rape.
Oh, good.
Yeah, I
stuff.
went to one in Connecticut. It was just a lot of guys drinking heavily.
No, I went to that party with you too. That was nothing.
Yeah.
That was cake compared to the, rape.
Yeah, I had I didn't live in a frat house, but I did have a roommate that was a frat guy, and he got his ass suspended for punching his girlfriend. So
They pick them good. They pick the best of the best. Cream of the
I'm
crop
sure there's
men.
good frat guys out there, but I'm just saying
let's just say
I've
no.
not met one.
Awful.
Paired up with his frat lifestyle, he was also on the college football team. Yeah, fuck yeah. So a lot of man touching.
Was he a QB? Was he a sneaker? Was he a lineman? Was he a
He was a lineman. Very good.
lineman?
Travis.
The
Yes.
people that don't have to do anything, they stand there and move 3 inches.
Yes, defensive lineman. All you got to do is bend over for a man and tangle up with a man. While, your job is pretty much to be a flesh wall, so the quarterback can play make behind you a little bit.
Flesh wall. That's my new grind project.
Yeah, flesh wall.
Tom's taking
So-
notes over there, drawing
Yeah.
the logo. Looks like a bunch of scribbles.
Yeah, I just spit on the ground and then kind of make it work in there.
God fucking damn it. So, defensive lineman, not a lot has to go on. He's still a lazy fuck, and his coaches don't let him play any regular games just because he can't be bothered to squat and be in someone's way. So, he is a honest-to-goodness lazy fuck. He didn't get to play any official games, but his coaches let him play one exhibition, and during that one game, Gaston and team creamed the opposition 53-0.
Creamed
Austin. Gaston really showed the Morgantown School for the Deaf and Dumb that day.
That's who they played?
Yep. So Gaston is that type of gentleman.
History is a giant joke.
Yeah.
Oh, where's the ball?
Yeah. So Gaston is a truant fuck. He goes AWOL from his legal studies. He's presumed to be cutting class to sharpen his detective skills. He'd be about town, eavesdropping lawyers and intimidating jurors, as we said. He thinks it's a greater service to the family lawyer business to do illegal things instead of law school. Just keep that in mind of his, dumb, fucked up logic. He's not the dumbest fuck in this story, but he is dumb.
He's dumb.
Yes.
So
Confirmed.
So you have to play into your strengths. And to be that kind of muscle, it's best to be really dumb.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. It helps with like the I didn't know defense when you're on the stand.
It's not like this is not like a marginal threshold thing where it's just like my IQ only works up to this point, and
no.
I can't be a lawyer. It's like, no, this is a spectrum. And wherever you land in that spectrum, there's a job for you. And sometimes it's being a big fat goon.
Yeah.
Trust me, I started the Big Fat Goon Union about 5 years ago. If anyone wants to pay the dues,
the BFGU.
I just put out a whole bunch of letters out. No one's paid the dues yet, but I'm just hoping we're gonna grow.
Dude, you know what? There's gonna be some big fat goons sending you $5 a month pretty soon.
Just instead of sending the dues, just go to patreon.com/roastmortemcast.
There you
We'll
go.
start the union there.
Okay, sure. I like where this is going. I won't interrupt this.
His
shit's scholastic.
These plugs are getting.
Can we take a quick break? I got a pee and
You got it.
Yeah.
Thanks.
Do it. Just keep rolling.
So we got Gaston B. Means. Gaston is also being truant and a scholastic fuck right now. As his attendance drops off and he's bellicose, which means prone to start fights. Something happens in school, in uni. We don't know exactly what, but he was suspended for a short amount of time.
So you're telling me this big fat idiot is not good in school?
No. Of course not.
All right. Just checking.
He gets suspended, and he's such a big fat idiot, he actually forgets to return from his suspension, whether it be just oops or he was too butthurt to continue school.
Maybe he didn't know what suspension meant.
Yeah, maybe he just mistook it from expulsion.
Yeah, like, well, they said I was not doing it anymore, so I didn't.
They didn't want me to be.
I'm gone now. So here's a iffy part of the research. We don't know if he actually left with a degree or not.
He didn't.
Yeah. That's what I'm.
That's
thinking. That's what everyone's thinking. But there's multiple sources that say he left with a fucking degree, and I'm just like, how did he do that if he got suspended and didn't come back for it?
He couldn't even be a lineman. Like, come on.
Yeah. That's what everyone's thinking. And here's where it gets a little flakier because he starts lying in all his resumes. So he's got fucking overlap in his, overarching career. So simultaneously, he's somehow still attending law school as a full-time student, a superintendent of Abermale School District without a degree, allegedly, and he's also a towel maker for cotton tycoon James W. Cannon. All at the same time because he's lying on resumes and we don't actually know what he's doing.
I am very impressed with what you brought for me with your CV. You've done a lot in a very short amount of time. Mm-hmm. I'm wet right now. Do you have any towels?
Let's be honest. That's the only real thing on his resume right there is towel maker.
Towel maker.
Anyone can be anyone can supervise a school. They run themselves. Anyone can go to online Toro College and become a lawyer tomorrow. But you know what? Not just anybody can make a towel, a good towel.
High thread count.
Yeah.
Speaking of which, I have been using beach towels stepping out of the shower recently.
How's that?
Why the fuck are there other towels?
Dude, I'm saying as a big, hefty gentleman, I have only used beach towels because the regular towels don't go all the way around me. And and also, a beach towel is far more absorbent.
It's way more absorbent.
Yeah.
Like, what? Like, I just started doing this. I'm like, always beach towel. I've used those fucking white towels that are all soft and stuff like that. As soon as you
cloth.
get that wet butt on them, they just start falling apart. They got nothing.
Yeah.
Beach towel, we throw that on top of you.
Great.
Got you, baby. It's all soaked up.
Quicker picker upper. So he's got this conflict of his resume, doing all these sorts of things. He moves around the USA a little bit, spending time in New York and Chicago mostly, the metropolitan areas where the hustle is.
At the same time?
Yeah, there's probably some overlap there. Let's be real.
Right.
He gets into a little bit of hanky-panky in New York. We'll finish with that in a bit. But while he's traveling around between New York and Chicago, he suffers a very, very terrible fall from a train platform. He cracks his skull. He fucking falls off and cracks his skull open.
I shouldn't be laughing, but I definitely should be laughing.
That's the only time ever that the Watch the Gap announcement would have been very nice.
There you go.
They made it for him because he was such a big, stupid idiot.
Yeah, he's the reason we have to, listen to Alec Baldwin ask us to mind the gap.
Hi, I'm Alec Baldwin. Fuck you, you poor people. Watch out for the gap.
So, falls off, cracks his fucking head open, sues the platform manufacturer, Pullman.
Ah.
All right.
Stating he has all this brain damage and personality shifts because of his, the negligence on the construction of the platform.
Wait, the platform didn't crack or anything. He just fell off of it, right?
Yeah, I guess his argument was there weren't safety barricades or safety rails up or whatever.
Oh, he's got that slow lobe, He's he wakes up, he's just like, I've been wronged. Could have swore I was smarter before
yesterday. Yeah, exactly. So sues the Pullman company, settles outside of court for cash. Whoop-de-doo. And stroke of good luck, just before this accident, he took out 3 different health insurance policies on himself and collected on each of them. So, accident.
Yeah. This guy just was like, I'm going to pretend I dropped my Reese's Pieces on the train tracks, and now I'm going to go fall on it.
Give me a fucking break.
This was back before the internet. Insurance companies didn't check with each other. So, collects thrice. 4 times if you want to count the lawsuit.
Sorry, I know that we use the internet as a platform, but fuck the internet. I want to fuck over so many people, but I can't because of the internet.
Oh,
our podcast lives on the internet.
I know, right?
All right, certain areas of the internet.
Dude, it's a Catch-22. It's like that novel Catch-22 when the guy's in the army and he's like, I don't know what to do. I don't know.
You get a government-issued dictacom, and then you get your discharge. Jimi Hendrix episode.
I like the descriptor of what a Catch-22 is to Travis.
Oh, yeah, that was
all of a sudden, Catch-22. I don't know what to do.
Just shrugs his shoulders, and his shoulders cave in the side of his head.
God, no.
Textbook definition of a Catch-22. When you don't know what to do.
Don't know what to do, bro. I don't know what to do, bro. I don't know what to do.
I was going to do a thing, and then something else happened. Don't know what to do.
Catch-22.
22 is a big number, though.
It's pretty large.
So, with a little jangle in Gaston's coin purse, he moves back to Chicago and starts courting a lovely lady known by the name Julie Patterson. But before he can marry her, a skeleton flops out of his closet. That hanky-panky in New York resulted in a jaded showgirl. Gaston met her, proposed to her, gave her an STD, and then ghosted her.
Wait, he gave her the STD?
Yeah.
It's like the 1800s. Who cares?
It is the 1800s, and a lot of people care, actually, because she can approach him for a breach of promise, which is a whole fucking legal battle that a fiancé that was broken off with can ask for at this time.
Yeah, it's a morality charge.
Yeah, that's why that's why it's popular now to give an engagement ring. So if you break it off with her, she can just take it and sell it. It wasn't really popular back then for this to happen, so they allowed this kind of lawsuit to go through.
Wait, are you fucking kidding me?
What?
That's why we have engagement rings?
Yeah, that's why the base of fiancé is finance. You're financing them to be married to you.
Oh, I hate that.
I will finance you. Here is the most expensive diamonds I can buy.
Oh, we will talk about the world's most expensive diamond in this episode.
Cool. Yeah, you
Hope
can.
Diamond.
It's the most expensive diamond in the world, the Hope Diamond. But if you propose to a woman with it, it's only worth about 1/8 of the value.
She's gonna pawn it to a reality TV show star.
Yep.
So she's upset. She's like, hey, you proposed to me. I'm taking you to court. And Gaston settles with her with settlement money that he's got. So that's kind of like the snake in the grass he is. He's suing people for money to cover his ass when he's sued and all that good stuff. So he quietly pays her off, settlement under the table, and he is unburdened by his prior fiancée. He continues to woo Julie Patterson, and after a long courtship, they marry, and when eventually when 1914 rolls around, they start farting out babies. First pregnancy is a stillborn. Second pregnancy, a daughter named Julie. They nicknamed her Sister, so that's weird, having a daughter nicknamed Sister that's named after the mother. No complexes will come out of that ever.
What? That's
and
weird.
also an only child at this point.
Yes. Not for long, because she dies at the age of 4.
Oh. Poor sister.
Sister to grave. Sister to grave.
Sister to gravy.
Yeah.
Third pregnancy is a son named Billy. He would survive well into adulthood, eventually becoming a raging alcoholic. So
also
good,
a big fat
good
idiot.
genes. Yeah, good genes in Gaston. And off the note, Gaston's current living relatives also have problems shaking down people and like accepting bribes and all that. So it seems like his fuckery is genetic and lives on to this day.
So his current relatives come from Billy?
I think so, yeah.
Okay.
Like I think it's Gaston's granddaughter via Billy is still like kind of like this dirtbaggish.
Well, why don't you at us?
Yeah, any living
Her name's
means.
Julie too. Yeah.
Yeah.
So all the women in this family are named Julie for some reason.
Does she have a Twitter?
I don't think so. She's the living biographer that backs up Gaston.
Great.
So she's like, oh, he wasn't that bad, even though like he does this skullduggery all the time throughout his entire life.
Money goes a long way.
Yeah, if you've got a shitty relative, just accept that they're shitty. Like, you don't need to defend them, and there's no fucking family honor. Just be like, that person sucked.
Yeah,
you send them
Travis,
the Christmas
I'm
card.
really, that's a little foreshadowing.
It's backshadowing, because we did that last week.
Oh, yeah, technically. All right, I'm going to be, yes, fine. I will
like
edit that.
backshadowing.
That's a little backshadowing.
No, backshadowing. See?
I like backshadowing. Around 1915, Gaston states he leaves his aforementioned towel-making job while being chronically underappreciated. You know, he's not making those towels.
Would you say he threw in the towel?
Oh, Thomas, I can only be so erect.
Oh.
That was
You're
amazing.
welcome, every 6 or 7 boomers who listen to this.
That joke was for you.
Yep.
Where in reality, he was caught impersonating the CEO's son. He stated to be James W. Cannon Jr. to lure in shitty investors and customers under false pretenses. So he's like, I can swing you favors. I'm the CEO's son. Let's do this. Let's get in bed.
What an idiot.
He's bad. He's real bad. Now, him being a free agent on the job market, his detective boner re-engorges. He approaches a man called Bill Burns. He's kind of a famous guy. He's a rough-and-tumble American private eye with a business and some disposable income, if you catch my drift.
Like, he has wet wipes of money?
Oh, yeah.
Okay, cool.
Gaston approaches Bill Burns and pitches some schemy business to him. Gaston thinks up the idea of offering detective insurance, believe it or not, specifically for banks and automobiles. More or less, collect a reoccurring payment, like every month, give me your money, and if your car or bank gets stolen, I'm on the job for no extra charge.
That's a fantastic business model.
It's like
That's some
Affleck.
2019 shit. Yeah. Oh, Travis, very nice.
Yeah, that's got a goose in it. So, like, you know it's good.
Duck.
Whatever, duck or goose.
Duck, voiced by Gilbert Godfrey.
No, they got rid of him because he said
I
a
know,
racist
I know.
joke.
I know, but I still like to think it.
What is the world coming to? We have to get racist insurance.
Ooh.
Yeah, I think the Prime Minister of Canada could have used that one. Topical zinger.
That's true.
Yeah, wow. Trudeau. True, though.
True, though.
Bill Burns.
This is honestly, I'm just going to put this out there for anyone listening to this. This is probably the worst episode we've done zinger-wise.
It'll get better. We got shit to do.
We
It'll
have
get
time.
better.
No, I'm just saying up until now, there's a lot of time to get funny.
We could
and
make
to
it
get
better.
Zinging.
Bill Burns likes the cut of Gaston's manipulative jib. Gaston is hired for the modern day equivalent of $30K, and he gets commission bonuses for seeking out new clientele. And just as a background, WWI is kicking off at this point.
Mm-hmm.
And Burns asks Gaston to do his dick work in German shipping lines. There's this soggy shit salad of a mess that involves American, German, and British naval shipping lines. International agreement is placed. That's like, okay, shipping neutrality, don't do this, don't do that, don't do the other thing. And Burns wants Gaston to prove the Germans are being snakes in the grass and violating this agreement.
But in actuality, the Americans were. That was the whole sinking of the Lusitania, right? Because the Lusitania was a passenger ship that just happened to have like 50 tons of ammunition in the hull.
Yeah. The passengers were made of gasoline and grenades. Oops.
And that's every time Megadeth makes a new song, that's the working title.
Ooh, I like that.
Lusitania!
Yeah!
Though, if you catch the Germans, British, or Americans being naughty, that justifies some military force and expenditures, which is kind of what everyone's angling for. It's a race to catch a superpower with his hand in the fucking cookie jar.
Oh, so they don't care. They don't care if it's German. They don't care if it's English. They don't care if it's American. Or are they trying to get Germans?
They're trying to get Germans. They'll take British bites too, but they're focusing on Germans.
Okay.
And Gaston, our friend Gaston, like any good bisexual, fucks both teams. He accepts payment from a German spy master known by the name Carl Boy Ed.
Carl Boy Egg.
Great name.
Boy
Carl
Egg.
Boy Ed. Boy Ed.
Boy Egg.
Boy Ed.
Boy
Ed.
Egg. Boy.
Carl with a
Boy
K.
Egg. Boy Egg.
Boy Egg.
Egg.
Oh, thank you for pointing that typo out, Travis. Carl Boy Egg, German spy master, posing as a diplomat, approaches Gaston, and Gaston is offered the position of German spy. And Gaston, having his like detective boner, it's like, I can do both.
Double agenting.
Double agenting.
So he's
Looking
working
to fuck both teams.
He's working for the Kaiser.
He is working for the Kaiser. And so Gaston accepts dirty spy money from Carl. He's casually playing the world's superpowers for a fucking paycheck right now.
Ooh.
Nice.
Warring superpowers, mind you.
Is America, when he takes this job, is America in World War I? Because I know we held out for a while.
Yes. This was in the middle of the holdout. He could have easily been the reason we went in. You know what I mean? He was like dancing around. Like, he could have easily been the catalyst to make America jump in prematurely or at all. Well, we know they did. But he's playing all these superpowers for a fucking paycheck, and it's revealed later Gaston hires henchmen to just run around international ports and docks and just deliver shady shit here and there from like different boats. And what he's doing is he's cementing his job security. He's showing his supervisors on each side of the conflict, like, hey, look, there's fuckery afoot here. You need someone to look after this. I'm your guy. Pay me. So,
Right. But so now he's got a bunch of people working underneath him, dropping
off the books. Yep.
He's dropping off Fun Dip on all kinds of docks.
I think it was just like saltines or something, man.
Yeah, I mean, Fun Dip, saltines, not really that important. They're just dropping shit off. But I'm kind of imagining the time that Bobby Hill worked on the racetrack, and he had that boss that was mentally challenged.
Oh, yeah?
And he was yelling at him the whole time, like, I need a soda. Just run across the track, Bobby.
Yeah, I mean, that's a very good analogy, Tom. Except people are dying.
Yeah. And there's war.
Come on.
All right. Gaston playing both sides of the conflict. He's taking $100 a week from the Americans, and his German paycheck is shady enough. We don't know. He's a spy. Spies don't keep receipts, whatever.
I'm guessing spies don't pay taxes either.
Yeah, weird. So he's raking in monies from both sides of the conflict, and he, standard con man, he wants more money, even though he's like living it up, leeching off of governments. And right now we're gonna take a side tangent and talk about Maud King really quickly.
Who's the Maud King? Does he have legs?
Maud King. She
have legs?
Maud King. Yeah, she had legs.
How many?
Standard protocol too.
All right, I don't believe you, but that's cool. Did you research
Maud
on
King.
that?
Yes, Travis. Let's talk about Maud King for a spell. She's a nice lady, thrice married. Her second marriage was to James King, where she gets her name, And James King was a big bald lumber tycoon.
Cool.
Dude, that's a badass boy. That's like when I moved out to Portland, honestly, just to become a lumber tycoon. Not going so well.
He's not a lumberjack, he's a lumber king. And I want you to think about that. He's worth exactly $4 million at the time of his death.
Ooh.
So,
That's a lot of scratch back then.
that's a lot of scratch back then. He's a tycoon. It's his. He dies while married to Maud. And he wills half of that to fucking Maud. So Maud gets $2 million. And this is one of those areas where like the figures vary on my sources. But like just because how clean it is, we're going to use 4 and 2 million here.
Okay.
So she gets willed $2 million. She gets loose with it. She spoils her family like the nice person she is. And she also entertains the long-ass line of suitors that want to hit her up as a sugar mom.
Ooh.
Nice.
So she's getting creamed. She's getting creamed, and she's giving custard creams out to every single lady and gentleman in her line.
Yes, everyone angling for a sugar mom at the time. And while she's doing this, she does attract some seedy folk. You know what I mean? Some people who are less than noble in their intentions. And Maud King's family is justifiably worried that there is some unsavory fucks out there eyeballing her money. So they want to hire a strong detective man to scare away these conniving, ill-intentioned fucks.
Nice.
Maud King has a beloved, longtime protege. Her name is Julia Patterson.
Oh, that's
Gaston's wife.
Yeah.
Yep. Gaston B-Means is on the job. He be-means to these boys. He actually does some good dick work for Maud King. He exposes their intentions and successfully disentangles Mob from their nefarious scheme. And, on top of all that, he successfully sues a handful of them on behalf of Maud and pulls in a little more bank for Maud.
So what does he do? He waits in her house. She invites over suitors. They come in. They're in the mudroom.
Yeah.
There's a big old Gaston B-Means who just rips their pants off and spanks the shit out of them. Why are you here, boy?
Yep.
Why are you here right now? You gonna take all my money from Big Maud? You're gonna take a big money from Maud?
Just imagine that voice coming out of like a fat-headed, like huge-eared detective.
Yeah, he's just wringing them out like a dish towel.
Oh, yeah.
Just like he grabs their dicks and just wrings them out like dish towels.
And never come back here again.
He's got a lot of towel experience. He really knows how to ring them.
He's a towel boy. He knows
yep.
it.
There you go.
He's just like, well, you try to fuck with that.
Yeah, or maybe he just makes them drop their pants and he like rolls up a towel and just flicks them.
Oh wow!
Does
just
that?
Amputates a dick with a rat tail. Just like, it's off now.
That is so much fun. If I was like the equivalent of like today's billionaire cougar woman, and this is
That's what she is. Yeah.
I would just like buy another house and just have Gaston in it. And whenever there was a gentleman suitor, I would just send him to that house, which is nowhere near my house.
And Gaston's just there in fucking drag, like, hey, big boy.
Yeah, and just fucking with him. Like, just do anything to fuck with him. You know, like, go crazy. It could be different things every time. You know, one day it's the cross-dressing, feather me dick hole act. And then the next day is like, he's dressed up like a mime.
Oh, the ultimate mindfuck.
And you gotta get him out of the box.
He needs help. Can he breathe?
But as soon as you get him out of the box, he turns into King Kong and fucking taps that ass.
With a staunch gorilla dick.
Yeah, exactly.
I mean, the one thing we do know about B-Means is he's creative. Because he's a German spy. He's basically like the producers of The Bachelor. Come on. This guy is creative.
Oh. He was able to make money out of falling off of a platform
4 times.
I work and I don't make money. This guy falls and makes money.
Yeah, very creative. He kind of reminds me of Lou Pearlman a little bit.
Similarly, I remember you one time just being on an escalator, a down escalator, that abruptly stopped, and you caught yourself, and you were just like, why didn't I just fall all the way down?
Dude, that was at work, and I was like, fuck.
Yeah.
I could have just made so much money if my stupid reactions just let my face get cheese grated along the fucking escalator down to the bottom. I could have been a billionaire.
Yep.
I'm not
You could have had an escalator put in your home.
Ooh.
And you could have,
That works.
then you could have fallen down that and blamed the guy who installed it.
Let me just say, the
vicious cycle.
company I worked for had way more money than the escalator company. That's all I'm saying.
All right.
Okay.
Well, this is America. It's just about taking money from people.
Yeah. So here's
God
a little tip for everyone. Don't let your reactions win when the escalator abruptly stops.
Fight those reflexes.
Yeah.
Take a Valium every time you're about to jump on an escalator.
Don't stop at the mouth of the escalator. I fucking hate that. You get to the side.
Oh well, yeah. That's
Take your
just
Valium.
shit.
Yeah. Don't be an asshole. So Gaston scares away these big mean men and sues them while they're turning tail. So he's now trusted to Mod King, and Mod King rewards him not with money, with something better than money.
Puss.
Not puss. Mod King rewards him with power of attorney and a position as her personal finance advisor. Gaston is having a fucking field day with Mod's money. He racks up a huge hotel bill debt. He wildly speculates on the stock market, predominantly striking out. He puts expensive art and antiques on Mod King's tab. And Gaston also has this brilliant milking idea of challenging her to weekly poker games. And she's just a fucking sheltered widow that doesn't know how to play poker. She's holding the cards like the wrong way in her hand.
Wait, this guy is card sharking the person that is like basically who's in charge of all of his money anyway, or all of our money anyway.
Yes. Yes. If you have a financial advisor and they challenge you to poker, just fire that guy immediately.
Yeah.
You don't need that person in your life. That's like if you paid a dietitian and the dietitian was just like, all right, let's see who can eat the most butter. You don't want that person around you. Stop giving that person money. Like, it's bad. Just step away, and we can see Mod King isn't the brightest light bulb in the knife drawer.
I mean, to be fair, her name is Maud.
Yeah.
Besides money, she's got nothing going for her.
There you go.
Don't make me Maud.
That's what the movie Harold and Maude is
Yeah.
about. Maud has
Oh.
nothing going for her, and she's 80. And
Yep.
Harold is a fucking pervert.
That sets himself on fire occasionally.
Yeah.
So Gaston is sensing the pig is kind of being bled dry. Like, oh, I took all of her money. Oops. So he sinks to a new, super, extra, fucked up premium low at this point in his life. He forges and plants an addendum to the will that got Mod King $2 million of the late husband tycoon. So he's like, oh, dude, I found this Post-it that has an asterisk to the will that gave you $2 million, and it says you actually get all the $4 million. So, like, I can find you another $2 million if we push this will through that I just found and is in my own handwriting.
Wait, where did the other $2 million go?
It went back to the Tycoon Trust Board.
Oh, okay.
Like, so when he died, he's like, give half to my wife and give half to the company.
Like his
So,
business.
like, yes, the business. So if Gaston gets his way, he's essentially trying to take $2 million from the lumber business.
Okay. I'm sure.
Who cares? Yeah, that's just wood.
Well, I'm sure Maud has some shit built in that she's like part of the board and like gets residuals and dividends and shit from the lumber boys.
No, dude, this is before women can vote. Are you fucking kidding
Yeah,
me?
but a man
Yeah.
set it up. A man set it up.
Yeah, but
Yeah,
still.
yeah, okay.
He's probably like, I don't want to hear about it in the next life.
Dang. So
Very true.
Gaston has the power of attorney alongside being the family financial advisor. So he would have final say over whatever inheritance comes in, from this flim-flam trickery. And he would even have more power if, I don't know, something bad happened to Mod King for whatever fucking reason.
Like she
So-
tripped on a platform?
I don't remember this platform being in my bedroom.
Fire somebody immediately. So, in 1917, Gaston invites Maud out for a nice, leisurely hunting expedition. Let's go shoot some rabbits, you old coot. Wouldn't that be great? It'll be in the country. We'll have a fucking picnic. I'll bring the wine. You bring the cheese. We'll just find some crackers in the wild. It'll be a dandy old time. Come
I'm
on.
pulling
No,
a Dick
I've never
Cheney
shot
right
a
now.
gun before. These poor little
Nope.
animals.
She don't shoot guns. She's a sheltered widow heiress, so firearms are not her expertise. So, what could go wrong? You know what I mean? Like, have a nice secluded one-on-one hunting rabbit. Rabbit, easy to shoot.
Easy.
You can kill him with slingshots.
Just
so-
bring some carrots. You're good.
Oh, yeah. So the two return from the hunting trip, and Maud has a shiny new gunshot wound to her fucking head.
Oh,
Oops.
yeah, pull the Dick Cheney right in the face.
Right in
Maud-
there, yeah. Oh, yeah.
Yep.
Oh, God. That's so funny, though. It's like, what did you think was going to happen? You're out
Yeah.
there with a guy named Gaston Means.
With a gun. He's got a fucking gun. It was his idea. He's in charge of your money. You're not clever, Maud.
Hey, Maud.
Rest in grease.
Hey, Maud, do you like cute rabbits? Me too. This is gonna shoot a few up there. Oh, you just stand here next to a rabbit hole where they all live. I will wait for them. Here, take a carrot. Just hold it there. I'm gonna take a picture, actually, with this gun. Okay, get ready. Smile. Smile right there. Okay, Maud, I'm gonna get all your money. Maud, I'm gonna get all your money. And I'm gonna start a family. I'm gonna take all their money, too.
This is going to be good.
Did you ever see
well.
that? Did you ever see that fucking Elmer Fudd bit where Elmer Fudd sticks his shotgun? I don't know why he's using a shotgun to kill rabbits. His shotgun in the rabbit hole, and it comes out at the tree pointed at Elmer's own head.
That's what happened.
Yes.
Just imagine this going on.
That was actually her documentary. That was like a biography, like on Lifetime. Bio Mod.
This is like a cartoon right now.
Oh, yeah. Are you ready for it to get more cartoony?
Dude, I'm born ready for cartoons. I'm a child.
Maud is such a clumsy woman to have shot herself in the head like that. She is even clumsier to have shot herself in the back of the head from a distance of 4 feet away.
Oh!
Whoops! The back of my head fell off.
From 4 feet away. The powder burns were like, this didn't happen. Like, this had to happen 3 or 4
No,
feet
just
away.
Gaston
for it to
means
leave
like,
his back.
I don't know. She put her fucking shotgun there, stupid woman, and she went and tried to go knit like 4 feet away.
Oh, my God.
Bam!
I tried to build a platform in your house. She didn't want to do it.
Gaston's legal defense threw every fucking wild-haired, shit-brained excuse at the books, ranging from Maud throwing her fucking gun on a tree and then, like, reclining and twerking on the trigger.
What?
Yeah. She said that she put the gun guard around her finger and spun it around over her head like a New Year's Eve, like noisemaker.
Is this the yoga defense?
I don't know
my
what
God.
this is.
You know,
But
Maud's pretty dumb, but she was doing fantastic yoga moves when we were out there on the field.
Yeah.
I think Gaston Means was like, guess what? That's not a shotgun you got. That's not a double barrel shotgun. That's a boomerang. You are Australian.
Oh.
And she throws it, and he's
Today.
like, yeah. Obviously, once she throws her gun, I will just shoot her in the back of the head because she doesn't have
Yeah,
a firearm. And she throws it, and she actually boomerangs it, right? She's like, it comes back around, but she misses the catch.
Yeah, she throws the boomerang. If you didn't know, when you throw a boomerang, it's actually because they're inherently very Australian. They throw, you throw it and it goes good day, good day, good day, good day, good day.
Yeah, and it made it like right behind her head.
4 feet away.
4 feet away.
I was thinking she like actually hit a rabbit and was so fucking excited she decided to put the barrel of her gun between her feet and just start doing the worm in celebration. And then when she had like the full arc extension going, she just blew off the back of her head when the
She ain't
trigger
even killed a dumb rabbit.
This is like a 70-year-old woman, too, right?
Yep.
Well, at least she lived a good life.
Yeah.
And she chose the right guy to be mean to her.
Yeah.
Yeah, who is still, it's 1907, who is still not Nazi, a Kaiser German spy.
Dirty, filthy crowd.
Yeah, and I think we can all agree. Killing someone is the meanest thing you can do to them.
Oh my God, yes.
Yeah.
You
So
could
it's pretty
skull fuck
mean.
them too for bonus points afterwards, but just to start,
I think
opening
once you kill them, the mean points are all the way up. Style is
just
not accounted
maxed.
for.
Okay,
That's
I
mean.
got you.
It's fucking mean, dude.
Yeah, it's pretty
Gaston
mean.
be means. So we have Gaston. His ass is in the boiling water right now. He's like, I found her like this, Your Honor. She was dead, and I'm the fucking financier and the power of attorney for her. Gaston is acquitted after 15 minutes of deliberation.
What?
Lawyer dad pulled some strings. He had 2 cousins on the jury, and the judge didn't like coastal lawyer elites bullying a simple hometown boy.
Dude.
So,
Are you kidding me?
no, 15 minutes, not guilty.
That's better than OJ.
This is the American dream. Our legal system is the best in the world. America legal system.
Yes.
Suck my dick, yeah.
Yep.
That's America.
15 minutes, totally acquitted. Bunch of it was a mistrial. Nowadays, you would look back on that and be that is a fucking horrific mistrial. And now that he's found not guilty, that phony will is still in play. By the way,
So he just gets $1 billion.
no. He still has to. He's free, but he still has to push that shit through.
Okay.
The salt
he's-
in this wound.
Yes. So he's off the hook for killing Maud, and that phony will is still up for contention. He can push it through and get himself, presumably, somewhere in the figures of $2 million more.
Double her fortune.
Yep.
Double her fortune, double her fun. That's a taste when you shoot Maud in the back of the head.
Dude, you had fun to work with. Put gun in there.
Dude, I don't know how to rap. What do you think I am?
Look how white he is.
No, do you
Yeah,
think I'm like one of those post-Malones or something?
You don't have any idea how to rap. That's true.
If I had
All right,
more
let's
face
move
tattoos,
along.
I think I could, but,
Yeah. More face tattoos solve everything.
I could tattoo your face.
All right.
Oh, yeah.
All right, cool. What do you want to do? Shrimp boy underneath my eyes?
Yeah, because it's where you've been.
Yeah, but not in cursive. Let's do it in Comic Sans, dude. Or papyrus.
Ooh, I like that. Some Joker man.
Yeah.
Travis, is that a tear you have? No, I'm close to your face now. I see that as just a balled up shrimp.
Ew. Something about balled up shrimp makes me cringe.
Makes me very upset too. That's why I said
that's
it.
weird. You're supposed to have that regal arc. Anyway.
Fibonacci shrimp wince.
Yeah. Shrimp wins. So Gaston is off the hook, literally gets away with murder, but he still has this shitty will that he can hopefully push through and make $1 million or $2 million on. Gaston attempts to shake down. Back up. He can do this, but his reputation's kind of sullied right now. He's like, something happened with that guy and that girl in the woods, and skullduggery was afoot. So he's trying to replenish his reputation right now. And he thinks it's a great idea to shake down the American Department of Justice for a character letter. Having done detective work, international detective work for that and such. He's like, I'll get these head honchos that I'm kind of in leagues with to tell everyone I'm a good guy, and then set my sights on Maud King's will, or phony will, that he himself generated. And just so you know, the American Justice Department right now is a little bit fucking corrupt. We got the teapot dome fuckery going around right now. Does anyone know what that is?
No.
Nope.
It's pretty much the American government playing private favorites. It has to do with oil, and they laxed regulations on a private company just because they got a little kickback in the mix. So there's a little bit of corruption in the American government right now.
Isn't that just like standard practice nowadays?
There's paperwork and permits stamped nowadays to make it on the up and up, Travis. But yes, in its infancy, it was a little bit rougher and saw as corruption.
Okay.
And Warren Harding's the president. He's pretty embroiled with all this shit as it goes down. So Gaston approaches.
Warren Harding? Aren't we in? Isn't this Woodrow Wilson? We're in World War I, or are we past that?
We passed that. We're in the after effects of World War I right now.
late teens, early 20s.
Yeah, I think Prohibition's about to kick off. So keep that in mind for you.
Cool.
So your boy Gaston B. Means approaches American Justice Department and is like, hey, can you write a letter saying I'm a good guy? I need it for reasons. And the department's like, what do you got in exchange for this? And Gaston is like, I can give you all this shit the Germans did. And the Germans are, they have their ass on the line for fucking post-wartime fraud right now. So he's like, I got them doing all this dirty shit. You have the evidence I have. You can, roast the Germans over an open fire and take them for like more reparations and post-war fines.
Wait, but wouldn't that just expose himself as being a stupid dumbass?
Maybe, Travis. So Gaston claims to have this fucking trunk. I got a trunk. It's full of letters. It's full of my diaries. It's full of evidence that you fucking want. You want this thing. And to Gaston's surprise, the Justice Department is just like, let's fucking do it. Let's make the deal.
Oh, really? You mean this worked?
Yep.
Okay, let's rock and roll.
And this is seen as slightly patriotic because his international detective work was as a private eye, not as a government eye. So Gaston, wasn't working for the government directly, so it's his call to give up this evidence.
Right, so he's like, I really wasn't on their side, even though I was taking money from them, but here's what I got.
Yeah, here's the stuff I got that I'm willing to share. I'm sure he would have redacted some fucking shit.
Right.
So the Justice Department agrees, and he's like, yeah, we'll bite on that offer, but trunk first, letter later. And Gaston is like, oh, did not see that coming. And he's like, ooh, I...
Don't you think you would have fixed that before you made that offer?
Nope, he's an idiot. He's a fucking idiot.
He's got that junk in the trunk. Like quinoa poop.
Gaston delivers one trunk supposedly full of junk to the Justice Department. The Justice Department gets their slimy hands on it, opens it up. Nothing in the trunk. Empty trunk.
Empty?
What's going on? Empty. Nothing. Not even, phone books to weigh it down.
This sounds like Papa John's will to Bo John.
Just
nothing.
Nothing.
I said the N-word in public. Bo, you're getting nothing.
That was you who said it indirectly.
Your pizza sucks, Bo. That would be great if we get that Papa Bo's pizza.
Well, you know that.
No,
well, that's not how
sponsorship.
it happened, Tom, because he came 6 months after Bo was born. This is origin stories right now. We can't roast Bo.
All right, real quick. I gotta
All right,
go.
we can't roast Bo. We can't roast Papa because they're alive. Origin stories.
Yes.
Bo was born. 6 months later, vasectomy. No father will happen.
What, the baby?
Yeah, the baby.
Oh, okay.
Bo has a vasectomy 6 months in.
Oh,
Okay.
Bo has a vasectomy.
Yeah.
So
It makes
there's
sense, Tom.
No children. There's only one Papa. Only one Papa will rule us all.
This is,
Yes.
controlling the lineage. You call him daddy. The trunk is totally fucking empty. And Gaston is just there. He's crying foul. He's crying victim. He's crying conspiracy. It was clearly a German or American operative that emptied the trunk because he didn't want some juicy juice getting spilt out and avoiding a scandal and corruption charges. However, the government-appointed baggage claim, just some, I think it was like a Marine officer that was, not doing anything that afternoon, went over, grabbed the trunk from Gaston. But the thing is, he weighed it. This guy weighed the trunk before delivering it, and the trunk on delivery was the exact same weight as an empty trunk. Weird, right? Wonder what happened.
Bring
there.
our boys back from the Middle East. All these Marines. Make them join the honorable tradition of the TSA. Weigh those
just
trunks.
burly hands.
Weigh those trunks.
The horniest of all government agencies.
You can see it in their eyes. And Gaston must have been taking notes on anti-gravity paper that spontaneously underwent a dimensional shift mid-transit and fucking can't find it. So the Justice Department calls bullshit. No character letter for Gaston. But he's still got to try and push this phony-ass will through because that's just the type of guy Gaston is.
All right.
Yeah. And so without his letter of recommendation, his legal attempt is unfruitful. He can't shake down any more money from the now deceased Mod King. However, his failed legal misadventure put him on the hook for $57,000 in legal fees on both sides of it. And Gaston was like, sure, I'll send you an envelope with all the cash in it. Ready? You're ready for this, right?
Dude, I've never been so ready before to receive money through the mail as I am right now.
Receive cash through the
Cash
mail.
is king!
The fucking envelope shows up, and guess what? That's empty too. Holy shit.
Wait, hold on.
Stuff disappearing.
Sorry, can I take a little side note here? Old people.
No.
Old people. Boomers. I'm looking at you.
Boomers.
Stop sending
Stop
sending Visa gift cards and checks. No one wants those. Just give me cash in a card.
How about Venmo?
Or Venmo!
Because then the government can't touch it.
Just get rid of Visa gift cards. They are the worst thing in the world. No one likes gift cards.
Oh, they're awful. Buy me a Bitcoin.
Yeah.
Ooh, that's
buy
sexual.
me 7.
Just buy me part of a Bitcoin. I don't need a whole one. I understand they're a lot of money. Just buy me a little
buy
one.
me 7 Dogecoin.
Yeah. Buy me a
accepted.
stock. Buy me a stock in Papa John's. And let's watch it tank.
Let's
Together.
watch it. Let's
Like a
watch it
family.
rise like the ashes of Bo, who will die before Papa, and rise in the
You know,
atmosphere.
we used to talk about Papa a lot, and now we're talking about him again. I'm not really feeling this. I feel like we've evolved as a podcast to be somewhat more tolerable.
Nah.
Okay, let's continue.
What a surprise. Envelope fucking empty. Gaston does his old thing. Like, oh, shit. Oops. Like, someone took it out. And he goes on to sue Southeastern Express, old-timey Western Union. Goes after them. He's like, you took the money out without breaking the envelope seal somehow.
Look what you did.
Sues the old-timey Western Union equivalent. Nothing will come out of it, so Gaston has to pay that out of his pocket. But, you know, he's bilked insurance companies, an old widow, and a Pullman platform company, so he has it, I guess. And as I mentioned earlier, we're in the Harding administration, and it's fraught with fucking scandal, fucking corruption. There's something installed called the Bureau of Investigation, and that's abbreviated BOI.
Boy.
Boy.
Oh, you young boy. I'm Harding. You young boy. I will give you money.
Boy.
Harding.
Think
No,
of it
we
as-
will return to Harding, though. He was a piece of dick that was ruined.
Yes.
Like a ruined piece of dick. Like the part that has a spot on
Poor
it.
guy.
The necrosis part
Yeah.
of a spoiled dick. I want you to think of the BOI as the FBI's asshole younger brother. That's the perfect way to think
Oh,
about
you
it.
boy.
And sitting in the big boy chair is Bill Burns, Gaston's old boss. Because, hey, corruption is fun. Burns is looking for enforcer-type guys to get stuff done under the table. No, not blowjobs, Travis. Just some brutish enforcers and the like to carry out federal...
Wait, Bill Burr's giving out blowjobs?
No, I just said no. Bill Burns.
Bill Burr.
Bill Burns. Are you changing all the player names in this one, Travis? It's Carl Boy Egg.
Yeah, Bill Burr.
Bill Burr. Okay.
I
this
would
is
never
Bill Burr
accept
now.
a blowjob from Bill Burr because he would just be mad at my dick.
Yeah, he would be.
The whole time.
That's why I like it.
Would you look at this?
That's not a joke worth dragging on.
You got to do like the scream away from the microphone, like I'm sucking his dick.
Tom, that was a really good. I truly enjoyed that drink you just took.
Oh, you mean like this?
That's a truly excellent drink.
That's efficient form.
Nice dick.
All right, nice dicks aside, because Gaston is not a nice dick. He's a mean detective. Gaston applies for this opening with his old boss and gets a job. And the shitty 18th Amendment is now in effect.
Yeah. Prohibition.
There you go.
Drink.
Prohibition. Drank.
Have a sip. I just finished my Truly seltzer,
I just finished.
and now I'm thinking about an asshole making towels.
I just finished a sip of. It's not seltzer. It's more traditional. It's called Rolling Rock. You kids and their
never
white claws. I'm all about Rolling Rocked.
Understood. But back in the day, you wouldn't be allowed to drink your Rolling Rocked, Travis, because prohibition is going on, and Gaston has a very important job within the Bureau of Investigation. He's supposed to pursue and track down bootleggers. But Gaston realizes it's more profitable to shake them down instead of throwing them in jail.
Of course.
Yeah.
Because they're going to keep doing it.
Yeah.
They have to feed their families.
I mean, the bootleggers had tons of fucking money, too.
And they had a lot of families.
Yeah.
South. Starts shaking down these bootleggers in various ways. Gaston, off the books, hires a fucking idiot to help him do this, an accomplice, if you will. His name is Elmer Janecki, and he is a chicken and egg salesperson.
Yo, dude, for real? Just sell the egg.
No, selling eggs doesn't bring in the bacon because it's
Dude,
bacon.
well, if you want to make bacon, you got to sell pig, but just sell the egg.
Yo, but I'm saying, though, you ever want to, like, do a great sandwich? You got this towel, right? Put the bacon, put the eggs in the towel, and wing it around your head real fast so you get that kinetic energy. You get that, you know, and you're swinging it around. You're slamming it on a rock. It cooks instantly.
That's what we call the Iowa breakfast.
Yeah. That was the dumbest sentence that included kinetic I've ever heard.
Shut up, Cody. It's so smart. Dude, they hired me at SpaceX. I just applied to SpaceX.
Yeah,
get it?
Travis has sex in space with his hand.
That has got to be the messiest fucking time ever.
That's what something they don't tell you in space. When you go in space, you can't have an erection.
No. It snakes the other way in space.
You get excited, and then you just get real big fucking lips.
Shut up, dog.
So we got Gaston and Elmer shaking down bootleggers. They'd accept tip-off money. They'd give you a heads up so you could avoid a raid. They would accept make it disappear money for when you did get caught. You know, the paperwork would be lost. And they even accepted special permit money. If you wanted to avoid the whole mess, they'd just give you a special certificate, you know, written in crayon.
Like medicinal alcohol?
Yeah,
dude, that was a real thing.
And the right to sell it and make it and all that.
Yeah, it's just medicinal. I have a hard time going to bed at night. I got a real hard time going to bed at night. May I please have a drink to do it?
Anything you want, so.
Good.
So we got this twosome. We got Gaston and Elmer shaking down all these bootleggers for all these kinds of payments. Proactive, preactive, reactive, just in case you get caught. The partner in crime, Elmer, the chicken-selling idiot, is issuing receipts.
Oh, really?
That's not how you shake down people.
Yeah, does he not know how crime works?
I guess that wasn't taught in chicken-selling school.
Excuse me. That's the whole reason the Operation Casino fell through. Because one guy was taking numbers.
Oh, yeah. No books.
Wait,
no
was
books
his receipts written on hand towels? Because then you can blame Gaston be mean.
Oh, it was him. Look, it's his towel, his stationary towel. So, Elmer, the idiot, is giving receipts out for all these bootleggers. Like, so-and-so paid this much money on this date. Good. And Gaston looks at him and is like, my God, you are a fantastic idiot. That'll be a great patsy later. And he keeps them on.
Oh, good.
Okay.
Yeah, you know what I mean? You need a fall guy when you're doing bad shit.
Dude, I do dumb
Standard.
shit all the time. And if I can find someone dumber than me...
Especially if their name's Elmer? Oh, yeah.
I'm keeping that phone number.
You keep Elmer around.
We're hanging out.
So, Gaston is taking all this money, and he's actually fucking ghosting on his promised return. So, he's not doing it. And what are bootleggers going to do? Lodge a complaint with the federal government?
Dude, that's like any weed dealer in a state where it's not legal.
There you go. There you go.
It's like, yo, you gave me regs, but you said it was Gorilla Grape in my dick.
I'm going to tell the police.
Like, nah, dog.
Can't do it.
Yeah. Oh, just to elaborate on Travis's point, it's like when one illegal thing is happening, and then you exploit it with another illegal.
Yeah,
that's
right.
Gaston. That's
Tom.
Gaston,
That's why
baby.
you're the attorney of the show.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah. Travis is the doctor. You're the attorney. I like this.
Yeah.
All right. So he's fucking shysting bootleggers, but one of fucking Elmer's receipts makes it back to the Department of Justice, where fucking Gaston is fucking suspended from the bureau. He's like, hey, what is this? We don't like you. Take a break. Sit back. So he's suspended. He's not making a paycheck, but they did not revoke his access privileges. So Gaston just continues to show up and take money from bootleggers, even though he's suspended. So he's like, I gotta make my paycheck up somehow. Money, please.
Dude, but what is your access privileges in the 1920s? Like, there's no internet. It's like, you could be in this room.
They didn't take away his keys, I guess.
All right, they didn't even have printers.
Right?
They didn't have holographs. There's nothing. It was just like
Typewriters. That's it.
it was a hall pass. It was all based on hall passes.
Yeah.
A big old dry board
Like,
eraser.
this isn't any CSI shit where there's two people on keyboards trying to protect the internet from being, like, safe.
That was NCIS.
Whatever. This is like, dude, you can't even, you shouldn't be in this building. And he's like, nah, I should. And then he's like, okay, cool. Access.
I've been trying to tell people this for a while. I think I've said this once before in the podcast. But let's say you're at a concert or a sporting event. You want to get backstage. Just bring a clipboard.
Yeah.
Yeah, right?
And walk with confidence. If you walk with confidence, have a clipboard, you can go into any room in the fucking world.
Clipboard and a flashlight.
And
That's
a
how you do it.
flashlight.
Yeah.
Okay. So he's suspended. He's still doing shady shit. Even more of fucking Elmer's receipts turn up. And the Department of Justice is like, oh, you're going to get it now. So they have a legal proceeding against your boy Gaston for taking dirty money from bootleggers. He's charged with over 100 violations of the Volstead Act, anti-prohibition law, or prohibition, pro-prohibition law. Gaston hires a slimy lawyer named Thomas Felders, and the court date is supposed to be in December 1923. And when the court date's on the horizon, Felders suddenly has a decline in health. Doesn't feel too hot. He's like, oh, can we get a later court date? And they're like, fucking granted, you slimy lawyer type. And when the revised court date shows up, suddenly Gaston isn't feeling too hot. And he's like, oh, can we get a later?
I feel like I ate my shoes again, which I did.
It happens in my sleep. Oh.
Shouldn't have had that green clam chowder.
And when the revised court date looms, a miracle happens. The entire Department of Justice that's pressing Gaston has a congressional hearing. They're in trouble themselves. So the entity that was about to slap Gaston in the wrist is getting slapped by Congress. Like, hey, teapot scandal. We're draining the swamp.
Nice.
Smacking your butts.
Good times.
And Congress is just like, we need star witnesses to press charges against the Department of Justice, which is already a fucking
Cody,
Looney Tunes
don't
scheme.
tell me that Gaston is one of the witnesses.
Oh, yes. Congress hits up Gaston to testify against himself in the past.
Oh,
Beautiful.
Gaston's like, oh, me, I've seen the Department of Justice do shady shit. They've taken bootleg bribe money. And meanwhile, Gaston has that wad in his front pocket as he's like, oh,
dude, he's taking bootleg bribe money. He's taking German bribe money. This guy is the worst.
Oh, yeah. He's fucking garbage right now.
I like him.
Okay.
Tom, he can't even be a lineman. What are you going to do with him? You can't put him in the deli. He doesn't know how to cut meat.
I'll put him in goal, man. I'll put him in goal. He's a brick. He's a wide guy.
He's good at sports against deaf and dumb. Keep that in mind. He's got
He can
that going
fucking
for him.
bash an Anne Frank into the ground.
I'll find a place for this guy. I like him. He's in my company, Roast Mortem Inc., which you guys have nothing to do with.
Wait, you
I
got that?
Because I bought it.
You got that domain name? Fuck
Yeah. Go there and you can buy Goulden's mustard for double the price.
Dude, that sounds like a great
wow.
business model.
That's a hella scheme.
Yep.
It's not actually gold.
I kiss every bottle. This is for you.
Jesus. Gaston is brought in and begins a testimony, just weaving a shitty web of lies. And he's doing this to angle for immunity, like I said earlier, for the bootlegging shakedowns. Like, I want to be safe from the shakedown I perpetrated while tattletaling on myself. And Congress, for whatever reason, doesn't have a fucking problem with this. Congress is just trying to get a gentleman by the name Harry Daugherty, the head of the department. They're trying to get him out of there.
Shannon Daugherty's penis.
Yeah, that. Oh, why is it like?
So why is it hairy?
Why is it a hot dog kicked across a barbershop floor?
It's way too straight. Unnaturally straight.
Gaston, up to his old tricks, is like, I got this goddamn trunk full of all the dirty shit, and you want it. The dirty shit on myself. You want this. It'll bring down the department I'm a part of. It's very confusing. He actually doesn't have it. He's a shit note taker, so he hires a stenographer to start backdating generated evidence for 3 years. So he's just like, go for it. And he even claims he's got correspondence from Warren Harding himself, and Congress thinking like, oh shit, this shit streak might run all the way up to the top. We got to see.
Oh my God.
We got to see if the president is in on this shit. So Congress is like, give us the trunk. Give us the trunk again. And Gaston is like, yeah, sure. Let me get that. And as is on his way out of the courthouse, he steals a little bit of stationery from a senator, Senator Brookhart, and he gets his secretary, Gaston gets his secretary to write a letter posing as Brookhart, saying Brookhart already picked up the evidence. So
nice.
He's like, I already gave it to you. This senator said so on his own stationery. Like,
yeah, Brewhog guy.
If it's gone,
whatever his name is.
Yeah, if it's gone, it's your fucking fault. Whatever.
Whoops.
It says here in the letter. And Brookhart is immediately like, that's not my signature. I don't have that typewriter in my office. And come on, Gaston, be nice. You got to be better up on that.
He's not nice.
And
He's mean.
Nice.
Gaston be means. So he's like, oh shit. And he doesn't, that play does not get him immunity. And before he gets a second chance at immunity, the asshole in question, Harry Doherty, steps down of his own accord. So that's mission accomplished, trial over. Gaston doesn't get his immunity and has to go back unprotected to answer for shaking down bootleggers.
It seems complicated.
Yes,
but
very.
it's not. And it doesn't work.
Yes.
Yeah, well, he done.
This is. I like him still.
I don't really like him. It's like he's just done fucked without a condom, and now he just done.
Yes.
He just done got the government pregnant. And now he's like, that's not mine.
Good analogy.
Oh, that makes
Right?
sense.
Yes.
Cody, am I right?
Perfectly. So Gaston has to answer for his shakedown, bootleg shakedown. Doesn't have protection, but he's got a dumb chicken farm of a patsy, doesn't he?
Oh yeah,
Good old
dummy.
Elmer.
Elmer's glue.
Yeah, he's Elmer's glue from Chickens. He's got a patsy, so the two split the sentence down, mostly down the middle. It was a fucking slap on the wrist, though. The original sentence was 4 years and $15K fine. But there's two of them, so they split it. And Elmer's fucking pissed. Like, well, come on, what the fuck?
I was just out here trying to raise eggs to chicken.
And write receipts for you. So they split the sentence. Gaston bails himself out because he's got a little coin. Refuses to bail Elmer out because, like, you don't bail your patsy out. You let
fuck
him
that,
rot.
dude.
Elmer is pissed, probably because he can't. He's away from his chickens for so long.
I don't like means anymore. He's mean.
He's mean. But because your idiot boy Elmer wrote receipts for everything, the IRS feels they can tax the bootleg shakedowns.
Oh, what?
Yeah.
How does? Wait,
Ask
hold
what-
on.
yeah.
IRS is no. You can't do that. That's illegal. You're taxing
There's
illegal
receipts.
things.
Yeah, but they didn't do the illegal. They're
Yeah,
going
but-
after the illegal doer.
Yeah, but you can't tax illegal transactions. That's stupid.
They probably filed it as like unrelated gifts or something like that.
This country at the time was just a sad state of.
Yeah,
Let's hope this goes over well.
just shooting yourself in the foot, reloading, and shooting the other foot as soon as you can.
Exactly.
You know what? I think they're just human nature. Oh, I got this foot. It works. Let me shoot this one. All right, no, this one don't work no more. Let me shoot this one.
I'm out of feet.
Can I borrow your foot? I'm doing an experiment.
So the IRS is like, hey, fuck it. We got receipts. Let's shake him down for his shakedown money. IRS charges your boy Gaston $267,000 of back taxes on bootleg shakedowns.
That's a lot of skrill.
$3.7 million in modern day equivalent.
Yeah.
And keep in mind, Elmer, rotting in jail, pissed off, flips on Gaston. So he's like, you should have bailed him, dude.
Dude, by the IRS doing that, they just legitimized that practice.
Oh, maybe that's why it was repealed. American government lost out on money. Capitalism.
We need it. We need to do it again.
That was money. Gaston can't pay this shit back. His pockets ain't that deep. So the IRS doubles up his sentence, 4 years in prison. 4 years for everything Gaston does at this point. Not huge. 4 years. He kills those 4 years gardening, doing clerical work for the prison. And he takes the opportunity to sell some biography. He meets a writer on the outside, or a writer on the outside approaches him, and he tells her just this fantastical story, but just shuffles in all these lies and, shakes her down for royalties, too, while he's at it.
Nice.
Yeah. So that's kind of why all the fucking numbers are a little different. Something's embellished.
It's probably way less than all this.
Yeah.
Everything was probably amplified by like 5 or 6.
Yeah.
Yo,
And,
hold on. Any ninnies out there, anyone that listens to the show, you want to write a biography about me or Tom or Cody, let me know.
Yeah.
Hit us up. Follow us on my dick.
I actually just wrote a biography for myself recently. Well, it's still a work in progress, but I'm up to 2 pages.
Hey, look at that.
You
Got me beat.
You know what I was just about to say is that I hate people that write biographies when they're still alive. Right?
Me too.
Gotta get to
I was
that.
just having this talk with someone where I really hate what I even hate worse is these biopics that come out about people who are still alive.
Yeah.
Oh,
But also they'll come out with a bio.
Like straight out of Compton.
Yeah.
Like that was just Dr. Dre basically whitewashing his own past, not talking about women beating and stuff, just like this is what it do. And then like when Stephen Hawking was still alive and they did that movie and it's like the guy's alive. What are we doing
also
here?
someone like Keith Richards has had like 7 biographies now. You know what I mean?
too
Like
much.
I don't know the exact number, but he's definitely had multiple biographies. Like he had a biography in the early 90s. He had a biography like 10 years ago. Like stop.
It's all dumb. Yeah.
Yeah. I feel you. So he serves his 4-year sentence, killing time, doing all these fun things, some of them involving lies. As we said, World War I wraps up, but currently America is peen deep in the Red Scare right now, or a wave of the Red Scare. And an investigator named Isley prospects Gaston, the now free Gaston, to hunt some commies.
Ooh.
Go under surveillance. Get those redmen. Now, to get this job, Gaston takes Isley out and identifies suspected communist operative just sitting in public reading a fucking newspaper. Gaston's like, "Oh, shh, there he is. Look at him doing commie shit."
Yeah, and then guess
It was just a fucking rando.
Yeah,
it was just a fucking rando on the street. So it was just a fucking rando. We find out later it looked like he was spying because he was a reporter taking organizing his notes communistically, I guess, in a very communist way. And this gets Gaston his job tracking down fucking communists. And according to Gaston, it's weird because the communists only like the really nice places, 5-star restaurants, resort hotels, amusement parks even. Like that's where the communists are, and that's where Gaston is footing his expenses.
Oh yeah,
It's like,
I know where we can find a communist. It's at Hershey Park.
yep, shit like that. That's what he would do. And
I like going down Fudge Mountain. Let's go down Fudge Mountain together.
communists there, and he would literally be like putting like funnel cake on the government. It's not government, on this private detective agency's tab.
This is great.
Yeah.
I love this.
And he fucking travels around. He goes to Vancouver, Mexico, Los Angeles, Chicago, New York. Only the nice places for these communists. And Isley the sap is getting all this fucking expenses from these really nice places. And it's like, look, Gaston, you gotta knock that off or prove to me like there's actually communists here.
Hey, I went to Red Robin's 74 times.
Red
it's
Robin.
a red, right? The Red Scare. The commies are there. They're buying the burgers. And when you go to Red Robin's, they don't ask you how you want your burger done. They said, do you want it a little bit of pink or no pink? There's no medium rare. It's all communists. Nope. A little bit of pink.
And endless fries for everyone. What kind of ideology is that?
I got you.
Sick people.
Isley, Gaston's boss, is just like, you got to knock that off. You got to come back here and you got to prove to me you're actually hunting commies. And again, Gaston doing shady shit to reinforce his job security, hires a friend, gives him like $50, and it's just like, let me and my supervisor catch you doing shady shit around the city all day. And you know what I mean? Like, he pays this guy to like look around his shoulder, drop packages in fucking mailboxes, and just be like a little sus in the open. And sure enough, that cements Gaston his job, you know, so he can further hit up Red Robins and amusement parks and all that good shit.
Yeah.
Nice.
And if that's not enough for Gaston, he wants to get in on the Lindbergh baby action. Remember that shit?
Oh shit!
Yeah.
Yeah.
That
he sticks his
Are you going to
dick.
do a quick synopsis?
Yeah, quick synopsis. If you don't know, famous sexual pilot Charles Lindbergh had his 20-month-old son, baby, kidnapped, and a ransom letter filled with spelling and grammatical mistakes surfaced. The kidnapper signed the letter with an interesting cipher. It was pretty much a Venn diagram with like holes poked around it and through it. And word got out. It was hot, gossipy news, spurted all over the bare chest of American news outlets. The ransom was partially paid, and later Junior's corpse was discovered with his head smashed in at the side of a road. Bad times all around.
Yeah, well,
the rest was,
you know what? Maybe we can return to Lindbergh because he was also a piece of shit.
Yeah?
Nazi.
I didn't know,
He was a Nazi.
Oh, wow. Okay.
That's a whole different episode. We're going to get into Lindbergh gets his own episode.
Absolutely. What, did he
The
fly
baby
around
or
the world
the-
in 28 days? So did Jackie Chan in the movie.
Yeah, I see what you did there. An arrest was made, but history does not know for sure which fuckwad of a human killed the baby and wrote the letter and accepted the money. But
Charles
just around
Darwin.
time, he was.
It was his
Amelia
ghost.
Earhart
Oh, yeah, Amelia Earhart's dick.
over the Bermuda Triangle. But for the sake of our timeline, let's rewind just after Junior was kidnapped and he's still presumed alive for this point in the story.
Okay.
Gaston hears the news break and is like, I can be part of this. I can help. I'm a detective. Let me get in there and help. But he doesn't want to help too much. He wants to milk it a little bit, but he wants to milk it like backstage. He doesn't want to be showing up in the news highlights and such. So he
Right. Well, he's got a hot name on him.
he's got
so
a stinky hot name on him right
Yeah.
now. So he's got to play second fiddle to this investigation. He approaches friend of the family, Evelyn Walsh McLean, and she's a wealthy socialite heiress. History remembers her as an owner of the Hope Diamond, and that's a big fancy 45-carat diamond the size of a chicken nugget.
Oh, she owned that shit?
She owned that shit, and that's probably why Gaston approached her and probably not the Lindberghs directly. Evelyn, I want you to know, is a rich dumbass that has the best intentions. She's like, I'll bring the baby back to my
I feel like
friends."
that's his. If Gaston was to set up a Tinder profile, it would say, "Looking for a rich dumbass that has the best intentions. Must be old."
I will suck on any part of your body to make this happen.
Yeah, right.
Especially if you got a chicken nugget-sized diamond. And Gaston approaches the rich dum-dum and proceeds to weave this interesting, intriguing fat lie to her. He's like, I know where the baby is. The baby's south of the border. There are some players in the mix, and they all have code names in his narrative. Gaston's code name is King. The antagonist kidnapper's name is Mr. Fox, and Lindbergh baby is referred to as the Book. So he's got these players. He's making him do shit. He's got her on the hook.
So he just made all this shit up.
Yeah. You got
Guess
it.
what? The baby was actually had 7. It was what do you call a 7-tuplet? A quad septuplet, and it was actually Harry Potter. He got it from the future. guess what? But J.K. Rowlins actually owned the Hope Diamond and was in my pantaloons.
Expensive pantaloons.
I love sci-fi.
It's good. He hires the same guy that he hired to be a communist to play Mr. Fox. So he's like, here's another $50, guy. Let's do something else. And Mr. Fox approaches Evelyn, and he's like, I have baby. You want baby. Come to Mexico with briefcase. $100,000 in briefcase.
This Mr. Fox sounds fantastic.
Yes, thank you, Travis.
He also sounds Russian, even though he's supposed to be Mexican.
I think the drop point was just Mexican, just to get out of the States.
Gracias, amigas.
So,
muchachos, casuleros.
Putinemos.
Gracias.
got some guy playing Mr. Fox. Mr. Fox demands $100,000 for the baby from Evelyn. And Evelyn's a rich bitch. She's like, yeah, sure, anything for the baby. They put $100,000 in the fucking briefcase, and they go to the drop point. And before they drop it, Gaston turns over to Evelyn and is like, we should put an extra $35,000 in here just to make sure they're happy. And she's like, okay. So the briefcase has $135,000.
Oh, just because I went to Chick-fil-A last week and I ordered way too much chicken nuggets. I know that I have a friend that does that, but like, boy, Jesus got inside of me.
That's what the pickles are for. The Jesus entry lubrication. So Gaston waddles out into, like, I assume the dark of night with a briefcase with $135,000, leaves it at this Mexican drop point, and then waddles back and is just, and now we wait for details for the location of the Lindbergh baby.
Nice. Good plan of action.
Yeah. Surprise. No details come. It's like, oh. And this, for whatever reason, miffs off Evelyn just a little bit.
Well, the briefcase is gone, though, right?
Yeah, that was Versace, God damn it. Yeah, she's pissed off the briefcase is gone, not the $135K. Evelyn realizes she's a bit of a dumbass, phones up the FBI. Yes, the FBI. They're in play. They're stand up. No more Bureau of Investigation.
Boys.
It's federal now. No more boy.
Now it's female body inspector.
We gotta find this racist son.
With government funding. So the FBI shows up. They see what's going on. They're like, Evelyn, you're a dumbass. Gaston, you're coming with us. They throw Gaston in jail immediately. And
nice.
By the end of 1933, he's seen 2 trials that eventually sentence him to 17 years for the entire hoax. And possibly indirectly killing the kid. You know what I mean? Like, if he's, setting up false red flags, south of the border, he could have...
He didn't kill any kid.
No, he didn't kill any kid, but he could have led a previously successful on-the-track investigation off the rails.
Yeah, I know, I understand that, but that's speculation.
Yes.
Yeah, but he's fucking with this kid's life. He's gambling on it.
Remember?
Yeah.
Well, no. Hey, Travis, shut up, because I like this guy still.
He flipped.
He's just making money.
Okay. I think he's gambling with children. He's like, let me get $100 on child.
Yeah, that's how I see it.
Let me fucking spunk on the table. Let me play craps with
All right,
my
let me
dick.
ask, every time you've gambled and you win a little money, what do you do with it? You buy something stupid that was probably made in Pakistan or Vietnam.
Uh-huh.
So you're secondhand gambling with children. Because
okay,
it's always made by slave labor, little babies just making your soda stream.
Tiny baby hands.
This
Tom,
is what happens.
the second-
So first hand, second hand, who gives a shit? You're just fucking with babies. And every time you're gambling at Mohican Sun, how old do you think that son is?
Well, I don't
He's a
fuck
kid.
around at Mohegan Sun because
Okay.
as a child.
Your Mohegan son.
Yeah, you're Mohegan Sun, exactly.
You got
All
it.
right, Cody, let's get more, man.
Upon entering and exiting the courthouse for these hearings, he's getting fucking roasted. He's getting pulled over the coals. He loves it. Everyone's angry at him, and he's just like loving it. He's drinking it in because, remember, he just likes attention. It doesn't matter if people want to fucking crucify him. So he's there.
Right.
He's soaking it up, even though he's like indirect. He's about to be like legally hanged. He's like, it's me. I did it. I'm the one that like created this Lindbergh. I keep saying Lindbergh hoax. And he gets his ass thrown into Northeastern Penitentiary in Lewisburg, Pennsylvania, and the warden there decides, oh, you got it too nice. You got it too nice here in Pennsylvania. So they transfer his ass to fucking Leavenworth. And if you don't know, Leavenworth is a big boy jail. Big boy jail.
Yeah, where is Leavenworth?
Kansas.
Oh, so his
great.
anus went.
There's no place like
So
home
it's like
forever.
it's like the Grinch. His heart grew 20 times the size, but it was like more like his anus grew 20 times the size in one night.
What's that? You got it. He's in Leavenworth. Big boy jail. Unfun. Can't do a lot of things there. No internet. No Wi-Fi. Means bribes a guard for an audience with the warden. He's like, "Oh, tell the warden I have things." This is Gaston's, tried and true trick. He's like, "I got this trunk full of evidence that you want. I know who actually killed the baby. I actually know who kidnapped the baby. I can point out a huge fucking communist ring that's subverting America at its very roots right now. I can recover the missing $135,000 briefcase." He probably spent it himself, but he's like, "I am chock full of information that does not deserve to be in jail." And the warden finally stops this crazy train of an episode we're on and does not believe him. For the first time.
Yeah.
For the first time in Gaston's
Does he kill
life.
him?
Just for lying.
Yeah, the warden gets up. The warden is Clarence Boddicker
Oh.
from RoboCop, my favorite movie.
Is that red?
He stands up. He goes,
Yeah.
"Yeah, it's Red
That
from
70s
the '70s show," and he goes, "Not today, you meanie," and shoots him in the dick.
Shoves his foot up his ass.
Yeah.
Oh, he gets denied. Doesn't even get a chance to lie at this point. He will never live to see the outside world again.
Ooh.
Travis, just because you don't have a mouthful of soup, ask me how he died.
Shut up.
How did this?
Don't rat me out.
Sexual boy with an expanded asshole, with an expanded wallet, with an expanded sense of seniority pussy die?
1938, December 7th. Gallstone problems signify the begin of a spiral of declining health. December 9th, he gets a little heart palpy, and prison doctors don't care too much for you. They're prison doctors. And December 12th, he dead as fuck. Heart problems, heart attack.
Merry Christmas, you fucking meanie.
1938,
38,
December
okay.
12th. Yeah. So he's just there stinking up Leavenworth with his corpse. And that, my friends, is the entire kit and caboodle. Well, I can't even say that. We don't know how much fucking shit is embellished here. But that, more or less, is Gaston B. Means in a nutshell. Liar, con man, heiress swindler, and most probably definitely murderer.
I can't believe that there's still people alive today that are part of his lineage that are like, he's a great guy. His dick was always in his pants. His wallet was always in the back pocket, not in the front pocket where they're like, oh, let me get a fucking couple dollar bills. Like, oh, dick slips out. Oops.
If you heard the things that I knew about Maud,
Yep, that's...
you would have been happy that she shot herself right in front of my great uncle Gaston Mean.
in the back of her head from 4 feet away. Just so you know, her name is Julie Means. Julie is a fucking family name because that was Gaston's wife and Gaston's 4-year-old daughter that died. And Julie Means demands upfront payment before she talks about her father.
Oh, what a bitch.
Runs in the family.
Oh,
All right.
well,
There you
this is
go.
a Premium Rush guy. I never even heard about him. I did see a picture. He's a tubby little idiot. He's a big old boy.
Oh, yeah, he's got a character in Boardwalk Empire.
Oh,
I
really?
think.
He's in Boardwalk Empire?
Yeah. Well, not the actual Gaston B. Means. He's got a character, though.
So I'm looking at him right now, and this guy looks way too happy.
Yep.
But he's also got like that, I don't know, like he looks like he's always looking at food.
Yeah.
In all the
Yeah,
pictures.
that's good. Like a
Yeah.
Thanksgiving turkey's being carved.
No,
in
it's like
front of
there's a dumpling that someone had kicked under a desk, and he's kind of looking at it.
He's got great dimples, though. If you're one of those weird people that looks at dimples, that's him. He's a dimple man.
Dude, dimples are not in, freckles are in.
All right.
Well, either way,
All right.
it doesn't matter.
Skin
Cody, thank you for
imperfections.
bringing in Gaston Means here.
Gaston B. Means.
Yeah.
Gaston B. Means, yes. So I guess that's it.
There you
for
go.
this episode. So to wrap it up,
Yep.
why don't you give us a little feedback on social media? Roast Mortem Cast on all the platforms. We also have, if you want to bother Mike,
Yeah, do it.
Do that. Yeah, find Mike. I'll dox him if you hit me up. I will send you all of his house information, everything he lives at, the house that we bought for him. And then through patreon.com/roastmortemcast.
Yeah, if you want to, Tom, are you doxing us on Patreon?
Yeah, I'm doxing our Patreon. Sorry, guys. I'm doing it because I'm crazy. Yeah. And you know what else? I'm mean.
Uh-oh. Don't go killing
I hope he doesn't give us our Patreon address right now.
That'd be the worst. Yeah. The exact URL.
Just whisper roastmortem, patreon.com/roastmortemcast.
That's a hell of a mic arm you got there.
Yeah, I have fun. All right. Thank you.
Thank you.
Are you tired of not paying for your favorite product?
Patreon.com/roastmortemcast.
What's a Patreon, you say?
It's a website where fans can support their favorite content creators.
Sounds like a deal.
Deal.
This is only if you got the money.
We got koozies, we got custom obituaries, we got stickers, we have movie commentaries that you download and watch with said movie. It's like you have friends in the room.
What if I don't like history?
You're wrong.
You love history.
How much money can I give?
Anything will help. We like doing the show. We're going to do it anyway.
Mike's losing us money at every corner. Roast Mortemcast is here to help you take a load off that wallet.
It's all been arranged just for us to get your money.
I'm telling you that you need to give money to Roast Mortem Podcast so we can do it even better.
Are you tired of exploiting these four men?
Or you could even sponsor. You got a stupid-ass business? I'd love to talk about your business.
Point to point. I'm too busy to read. Where can I find this podcast? So call today at patreon.com/roastmortemcast. That's ROASTMORTEMCAST at patreon.com/roastmortemcast.
Yeah, if you want to buy me a beer, that's cool too, you know.